If you are feeling stuck, just like you have hit the ceiling, the invisible ceiling, despite all the work that you are doing, then maybe you have to stay till the end of this stream. We are going to talk today about the silent mastery that can make you successful overnight. Many people say that success overnight doesn't exist. And from one side, I would say, yes, it doesn't. But from another side, I want to give you the strategy how to get a success overnight. So if I'm giving you the strategy, does it exist? I think it does. And this program we do on Wednesday is about this strategy. We are planning and strategizing here how to make a life impact, have an impact on lives of people, on the world, on a global scale. Sounds very ambitious, but if you stay till the end, you usually learn that is not even too ambitious. Maybe we have to be more ambitious, because if there is a strategy in place, then there will be a result. Because the system, it beats all efforts every time. The system itself saves you time, saves you energy. So what we are doing today, we're talking about the strategy. Strategy is always part of the system. So we are today, how many we are? We are 125 people in this community, creators on a mission, and I welcome you. And we have the goal of 1000, which is a milestone. Help us to grow. If you are part of this community, share this video, invite your friends, because we equip here people to become impactful. We equip people to be creators with a mission which is bigger than their lives. So let's go back to the topic where we said that you might hit the ceiling, invisible ceiling that doesn't allow you to grow. You cannot overcome, this achievement that you have right now. Like, you are trying your best, but it just doesn't work. You don't know why. This is going to help you. It's not lack of ambition or lack of motivation. What is happening is that you have hit the ceiling of your skills, the capacity that is necessary for you to achieve your goals. So you want more, your ambition is to get more, but the skills are not there. And you might not know which skills, or you might not understand how to develop them. Today we're going to discuss this. So there is an illusion that some people just blow up overnight, that they are just lucky. And we all know there is no such a thing like as luck. A part of the situations when you are playing lotto and you got a jackpot or something like that. These are situations that are standing out. But usually what happens is when people blow up overnight, it means that they were silently mastering the skill. Not one skill, but set of skills that allowed them to reach this level. And maybe it was their goal. It allowed them to reach this goal. So whatever goal do you have in life, we were planning in these sessions with you, we were planning life. So we were planning life goals. And then I have shared with you how to set targets, how to actually, where to start planning your life, where to start, planning developing your general plan, setting targets, and we have spoken about building routines. All this will lead you to achieving your So all this will lead you to achieving your life goal. But when we talk about building routines, developing routines, many people, they just don't understand which routines to build. So let me give you an example. And why do I talk about skills today? Because it's directly related to your life, achieving your life goal. So for you to be able to develop routines that will, like investment that is compounding, will make you achieve your goal. If you cannot build routines, you don't understand these routines, then you might never achieve your goal. This is how it's important. So for you to achieve any goal, let's start with this. What do you need? Do you need to achieve your goal? First of all, you need to have, let me switch to a drawing. So for you to achieve any goal, you need to have skills. Whatever goal we will take. Let's say you want to build $1 million $1 million business. If you want to do this, then which skills do you need? You need a leadership skill. You need organizational skills. What else? You need, do you need communication skills? Yes. So many people, they say that for business, you only need what? You just need to know how to build business. That's too vague. Knowing how to build business consists of building skills. And the skill is not financial only, like manage finances, but I will add it here. You might need this, you might just hire a person that will manage finances, but you do have to know how to manage money. So that's an example. I would say that for $1 million business, you need to have leadership skills, organizational skills, communication skills, management, entrepreneurship consists of all of this. And of course, you need, let's say, a skill of innovation, maybe. So you need to understand which skills do you need, because if you have a goal of building $1 million business and you don't know which skills you need, you will just jump in building something without understanding that you need day by day to invest in developing this and leadership, organizational skills, management, and stuff like this. If you do not put this in, don't include it into your routine, there is a guarantee that you will never achieve this goal. Not only that, people who are achieving this goal, and you say they became millionaires overnight, they were lucky. Maybe they were not lucky, but they have built a skill to see opportunities. And they've been building this skill for years until you have seen it. So what happens when you are putting your skills into your daily routines? It makes you successful overnight, but just for other people, because you are building day by day, year by year, your mastery. This is how you achieve goals. So when we are planning our life, because this series, the Wednesdays live streams, is about building the skills. So about building your life, about planning your life, planning your life even beyond your lifetime. That is possible. But again, you have to achieve your life goals, and without this system you cannot achieve your life goals. So without understanding which skills you need to build, and then you need to put these skills into, not only understand which skills to build, but you have to put those skills into routines. This is very important. All these skills have to become routines. Otherwise, there will be no goal achievement. Let us take another example. So we spoke about building business. Let's say you want to develop a YouTube channel. Every Monday we are actually talking how to develop YouTube channel and how to build 1 million subscribers, but let us have it as example. Which skills do you need for this? So again, we're talking about skills. Now the skills for 1 million subscribers channel. YouTube, yeah? For this, which skills do you need? You need to identify which skills do you need. Let me take a moment and just greet people who are joining. So we have here Oriyomi have joined. Thank you so much, Oriyomi. How are you doing? Don't forget to write where you're watching from, because people, they don't know when you are joining. So anyone who has joined, I see more than Oriyomi, write where you are watching from so that we know the geography. I want you to see that we are a global community. That's why you need to write where you are from every time you are joining. Every time you are joining. Let us go back to our drawing. So which skills do you need to make 1 million subscribers? Those people who are watching my Monday's streams, you know this. So of course you need to be comfortable in front of the camera. So video recording and plus like performance in front of the camera, right? Then which other skill do you need? When you have a YouTube channel, you need very important skill besides editing. So you need editing, but you can outsource it. But it's good to have this skill as well. But editing plus making thumbnails, you will need design, basic skills, design skills. Design. Now, let's say you're not employed, you're not working for someone's channel, you're working for your channel. What skill do you need? When you have to organize yourself, when you have to find the time, know when and what to do, meet your own deadlines, plan. What do you think? What's the skill do you need for this? Come on, don't be shy. Right, which skill do you need? Right, very, very good. If you understood, it's self-discipline. Discipline or self-management. Without self-discipline, you can't build 1 million subscribers YouTube channel. Self-discipline. You need also to be able to plan. You need to be goal-oriented. Just like with the business also. Self-organization, self-discipline. There is a lot of things. But this is an example for you. For you to succeed in any goal that you have, you need to be able to develop routines that will help you to build the skills that you need for this goal. So this has to be a routine. This has to be a routine. You want to be a public speaker. Let's talk about being a public speaker. Do you want, if you want me to look at any other example and break down routines, write to me this example. Oriyomi is saying that also for YouTube you need planning. Very, very correct. Planning, self-organization, very good. When I say goal-oriented, that's what I mean. Very good, you understand it. Oriomi is right, and she's watching from UK, so that's great. Greece, UK, we are connected. Now we need to know the two other people who are watching us, where they are watching from. And hiding, which part of the planet are you hiding? Now, so example that I will take now, but you can write your example so I break it down. Public speaking. Okay, public. Again, I'll start with writing that this is which skills. And then we say public. You want to become a public speaker, right? What is the first thing that comes to your mind? You need to learn, of course, to perform, to speak and perform in public. But that's not all. You don't need only to speak and perform, you need very good communication skill. So you need to be able to communicate your idea, to deliver your idea. You need confidence. Oriomi is right in confidence. Very good. You need confidence. You know, actually, let me add this chat here so that I see what you are writing and I don't need to switch to the chat. Just give me a second. This should be quick. Okay, we have a chat. Where to put it? Where do I put it? Let me put it over here. Okay, so we will see the new messages over here. Or maybe here. Okay, let me put it over here and hope that you will not write too fast. 1 second. Okay, we are good to go. Technology, yay! So confidence, Oriomi is right in confidence. That's right. You need to build the skill to be confident, believe in yourself, trust in your message, what you are delivering, what you are saying to people. You have to believe in it. And that's about confidence. What else do you need? What do you think? So we say speak and perform, communication, confidence. What else do you need if you are speaking publicly? You need to understand psychology, right? Because that's a psychology. You have to, when you speak, you are changing the mind of people. Otherwise, why do you speak? What's the point of speaking? Are you giving news to people? Are you just updating them on what's happening in the world, current affairs, like you are in the school and standing in front of the board, in front of the class, and just delivering what you have learned? If you are making public speaking, usually you are invited for you to share something innovative, something, the perspective that people haven't seen. So when you share the perspective like this, it means you need to understand the psychology of people, especially when, depending on culture. For example, if you speak in India, you need to use different examples that will land in the minds of people in India than if you would go to, let's say, Mexico, and you will give a speech there. You will need to give different examples. You will have to be relevant to this particular culture. Yes, so you need to understand psychology. And again, I will emphasize that you need to include this in your routines. We get back always to this routines. So you have to include this and this and this into your routines. And you would say, oh my God, that's a lot. That's a lot. Don't worry. I'll tell you how to do it. You will include it into your routines. You will move silently and develop silently, and then one day they will tell, how is it possible? You know, this is what happened with Jesus. I love giving example of Jesus because his life was just fabulous. As an example, it's a great example for anyone to follow. So he 30 years he wasn't appearing in public, and then suddenly he starts speaking, and people are asking, where does he have power from? Why who gave him power to speak like this? So he was confident, he had good communication skills, he understood the psychology, yeah, and his speeches were very well written. But by the way, let me add one more thing here, is you need writing skills, because for you to be able to speak, you need to write your speech. Yeah, so he was writing great speeches, and people were wondering, how is it possible that we have never seen him? Who gave him this authority? He was never seen over here, and now he just like pops up at the synagogue and so smart. That's because he was building for 30 years. He was building silently his speech and his speaking skills, and his we don't know. This history doesn't say how he did it. Maybe he was going and talking to the trees. I don't know, but he was practicing it, because this is not a gift from God. He wasn't born with this. He was developing it. It's not, don't think that it's just because he is Jesus, he was having all those skills. He was building them silently. And then he had this success overnight. And that's why I'm saying to you, if you feel like you cannot break through, your skills are holding you back. You don't have skills. Maybe it's time management skills. Maybe it is self-management skills. Maybe you do not perform on stage because you don't have the skills to speak in public. Things that hold you back is usually lack of capacity, lack of skills. You have to develop your capacity and build your skills. This is the hidden mastery. And let me tell you something. Let me write it to you, and you remember this. This is very important. I just remember that I want you to remember this phrase about quiet mastering. This is profound. So see this. Skills grow quietly. Skills grow quietly. Then suddenly they set you apart. Skills grow silently, then suddenly they set you apart. Such a deep phrase. And I want you to remember this phrase. Skills grow quietly, then suddenly they set you apart. Suddenly. And that's what people call success overnight. This is not possible without routines. Runits I wrote. No, not runits. Routines. This is not possible without routines. It's not gonna work without routines. Skills grow quietly, then suddenly they set you apart. I want to bring another example because I promised on one of the streams that I will bring this example. So I'm going to talk about this today. How to write 100 books in 5 years. Let's say you have a goal of writing 100 books in 5 years. And this example I'll break down until the routine building. Okay, so here we start talking about routines. Unfortunately, if you wanted to add any example, you didn't ask for any example, so I'm just moving with this. This is the last example because we need to start breaking to these routines, to this skill building to routines. So again, we talk about skills. And the skills we're talking about is for the goal, which is 100 books in 5 years. Is it possible? Is it even possible to release 100 books in 5 years? What do you think? Is it possible to write? What do you think? What's your idea? Let me tell you first which skills you need, and then we will break it down into routines, and then you will tell me if it's possible. But write in the chat, is it possible? Yes or not? Possible, not possible. So what do you need to be able to write 100 books in 5 years? Which skills? When we are talking about one book, you need just one skill of writing. Writing is the one skill that you need if you want to release one book. But when we talk about 100 books, you need different skill set. So what do you need? You need to create systems, so system building. Because for you to release 100 books, you don't release 100 books in on any topic that comes to your mind anytime. You need to have series. Let's say you will have 5 books on one topic where every book breaks down a specific area or side of this problem. Then you can write 5 books on different topic, 5 books on So you don't need to invent every time. If you want to write 100 books, those will be a systematic. This will be a systematic approach. So you need to learn how to build a system. So you have a problem, you dissect it into different sub problems and tackle each problem, each sub problem separately, and then they have to be connected in the series of books. So if you write, okay, I'm running too early. Let me go and write skills. I didn't finish with the skills. What other skills do you need with this? You need, obviously, to be able to work with AI, artificial intelligence, because maybe in the past, instead of artificial intelligence, you would need to work with ghostwriters. Who would write for you the book based on your concept. So you would give concept, you would give initial material, you would give a goal of the book, you would give instructions and guidelines, and the ghostwriter would write. But today we don't need ghostwriters. We have AI. We can use AI to work for us. When we write a book, we don't write a book every single sentence. We can do it, but we might not do it. It depends. Today we can employ AI to write for us, but not. I do not support idea when AI writes instead of you. It writes for you, when you give guidelines, you have to be very clear about what you are writing. But going back to the idea of the skill development, you need to understand how to work with AI for book writing if you want to write 100 books in 5 years, or if you refuse to work with AI, then maybe you need to have management skills, because you will need to manage your assistants and ghostwriters. So it depends of what do you want, either this or this skill you will need. And then maybe you will need also like design skill for internal and external design, depending on who is going to be designing the book for you. So design internal and external for the book. Okay, so these skills you need to develop. And if your task is just one book, you need just one skill, which is writing, and then you can figure out, you can give to designer to design in internal and external part of your book. But when you want to attain a bigger goal, then you have, when your goal is ambitious, then you have to have different approach. And I promised you that we will talk about the routines. For a big goal, you need strict routines. And we will be talking about 100 books in 5 years. So are you ready to break it down? Let us break it down over here. Okay, we're ready. Now, routines that you need to write 100 books in 5 years. So when we set a goal, always the goal must have the time limit. That's why we have 5 years, and it has to have also the number, some kind of clarity, because all goals, they have to be very clear. Now we have 5 years, we have 100 books, it's very clear. So we need to divide now to each year. What do we have to do in a year? So years, we have 5 years, and if we divide 100 to 5, I'm not very good at mathematics. What is it going to be? How many books? Who can help me? How many books do we need? 20, right? If we write 20 books a year, we will achieve 100 books in 5 years. 20 books a year, if we divide it to the months, we have 12 months. So we will say, now 12 months, and we need to have, let's say we will have a security for ourselves. Let's say we were on vacation 2 months. So we will not say exactly 12, we will take 10. So if we take 10 months, and we write each month 2 books, is it possible to write in 12 months the 20 books that we wanted? Yes. And we also have 2 months where we don't write anything. So our goal then becomes a little bit more clear. We need to write 2 books a month per month for 5 years. And this will give us the 100 books goal. Now, it's easier now to focus not on the 100 books, but on 2 books. How do I write 2 books? What do I need to do every day? Or do I do it on weekends? So I need to now break down to the following. I need to, if I need 2 books, I have 14 days for 1 book. Actually, it can be not only 14, it can be 15, depending on how many days there are. But in February we have 29, 28 dates. So that's why I am taking the 14. Number 14 is like more sure. So 14 days, I need to write 1 book. So which routine I would have? Firstly, I need to have I have to collect materials for the book. So I will spend the first week on collecting materials. So first 7 days, I do what? I collect materials. I work on the concept. What else I do? I create the outline. I need to understand what goal will be the book, let's say. Goal, where I want to lead my reader. Goals, objectives, etc. and so on. This I do 7 days. Then for the next 7 days, I will need to be actually writing. Let me add 1 more board because I already exhausted all boards. Okay, this is a new board. So next 7 days, what we are doing, the second days, 7 days, it's like second part of this cycle, and this is like cycle. This all what we have is a cycle 1. So this is all cycle 1, and this is a cycle 1, because I have in a month I have 2 cycles. So in the second 7 days, second part of the first cycle, I will need to write. So I'm actually writing on the plan, because here I have developed the plan. Over here I have developed the plan for the book, and here I need to write chapters. So I need to write chapters, and let's say I will take a standard number of chapters that I will have for a book. I will have, let's say, 12 chapters for each book, because you see, when I have a goal like this, I need to standardize the processes. So they can fluctuate. I can have a book with 10 chapters, I can have a book with 14 chapters, but generally I target 12 chapters. 12 chapters I will have. So it means that daily, every day, so we have 1 day. I need to write in 7 days. I need to write each day 2 chapters. And let's say each chapter will be something like 4,000 words. Each chapter. So I need as a result just 8,000 words to write a day, because it's 2 chapters, so it's going to be not this, it's going to be 8,000 words a day. 8,000 words is something like 30 pages. So most probably I cannot sit like this and write. I most probably need to have something else to use for it. So I can take my my tablet and I can read to my tablet and dictate instead of writing. So when I have dictated everything, materials, I already have done materials previously, because in the previous week I was doing materials. You can see over here I collected materials, concepts. So I have everything here. I have a plan. So I just need to sit and write approximately 30 pages, maybe less, maybe it's going to be 20 pages, like 25 pages, it depends. But the idea is that I have now clarity. This is a very ambitious goal. This is a very ambitious goal. But I want to show you that you have to be able to achieve this goal. You just need to have clarity of what do you do every day. So for you to be able to, and I'm going to give you a secret now. So for you to be able to write this 8,000 words a day, let me tell you what do you do. So every time that's why I'm teaching you that you have to have ambitious goals, because every time you have an ambitious goal, you find new ways to work with it. New ways to work with it. Let me change the color. It's going to be a different color now so that you and I don't get confused. Are you interested in what I'm sharing? What do you think about this? Give me your takeaways you have so far. So now I've lost my thought. What I was saying, let me check it out. Okay, so about 8,000 words. So now I get a question for myself. I have one day, and I need to have 8,000 words. How do I achieve this? I have to think 8,000 words. Where do I get those words? Do you know that on this stream? I say more than 8,000 words. I think I say a lot of words here. I need to count how many words do I will count for the next time. So on this stream, when I talk 1 hour, I prepare for this stream. So you can see that I have prepared here. I prepare for this stream and I talk on these points. I give you examples. In the process, when I talk with you, I have ideas. And these ideas are written down. So when I do a live stream, I already have a transcription. When this live stream will be published, there will be a text transcription that is already a material for a book, which has to be edited, has to be improved, but that's why we have AI. AI can improve and edit and everything. So you actually can produce 8,000 words if you do daily streaming. That's the secret. If you do daily streaming, you can produce 8,000 words. You just need to be strategic about what you are talking about every day. So guys, do you know what we are talking today? We are talking about skill building, skill development, and this month generally on this channel we talk about excellence. So I want to go back now to skill building. For you to be able to write 8,000 words, and it's just an example, how do you break down the big goals? For you to be able to write those and to do a daily stream, yeah, which skills do you build then? It's additional skills that you need here. Besides the all technical things, what you need to do, you need to be able to develop concepts. That's what I'm doing every day. Every day before this stream, I'm thinking which concept and how I'm going to deliver this concept. So what is the problem, what is the solution, what are the steps to get to this solution that I suggest, and this becomes a concept. I have to be able to deliver it. So I develop this skill day by day of making concepts. So I developing concepts. Concepts is the skill. So this is skills. Skills, we're talking about skills over here. Developing concepts, yeah. What else? Every day, what I'm building here? Communication skills. Do I build here communication skills? Yes. Do I have writing? Do I develop here writing skills? Yes, because I have to write something before I talk to you. So it's writing skills. This is how day by day you are building your skill, and then you release 100 books by the end of this period when you scheduled, which is 5 years, and people are saying, how is it possible? Sorry, not 500. Did I say 500? That's too ambitious for me. 100 books. And then people say, how did she do it? We have seen her doing live streams, but when did she write the books? Do you understand how it works? This is how you break the ceiling by working on your skills daily. So sometimes the things that you are doing, they are hidden, quiet mastery. Live streaming that we are doing, that you should be doing as well, is a quiet mastery that you develop to win. This is a quiet mastery that you are building year by year, day by day. You have to be persistent. You have to keep moving in this direction all the time. You cannot relax. You have to keep going until you reach the goal. And you might take not that ambitious goal. Everyone has their own mission. Everyone has their own vision of what they need to do. So what you need to do, you need to build it according to your mission. You don't need to repeat exactly what I'm doing. So don't be scared of this. Let me now summarize and give you a little let me give you a little summary that you will remember. Let me remind you about this phrase, which is important. This phrase, routines. What do they do? We grow skills quietly. We grow skills quietly. And then suddenly they set you apart. So you need to have ambitious goals, because when you have ambitious goals, you will find different techniques, different tactics to achieve this goal. Having a goal of writing 1 book in 5 years or 2 books in 1 year will require you very limited skills. Writing 20 books in 5 years will require you different skills. And then if you double it, you again need different skills, yeah? So that's why think strategically. Think about have bigger goals, but then break them down. So how did I break down all this thing? How did I break down? So you have a big goal, and we think this big goal, which skills do we need for this? So we list skills. And let me write, we list skills. You have to write a list of the skills. And once you have written the list of skills, I'm sorry, I'm making this noise with, it's my table that makes the noise. So you have to list the skills, and then you think, you break down the goal. This is number one. Number two, break down the goal to years, months, weeks, days, and then just practice these skills that you have daily. Practice the skills that you have to develop daily. That's all. Don't worry about achieving the goal. This tactics helps you to compound the result, compound the outcome little by little. Don't okay, you might not schedule for you to have 100 books in 5 years. You can schedule for you to have 10 books, let's say. Have 10 books. So you will write 2 books a year. 2 books a year, it will cost you, what does it cost you? What does this skill cost you? You will need to write few pages a day. Can you write few pages a day? And every day you will be coining your skill of writing. You just write few pages a day. What do you think about this? I think that's it for today. I just wait for your takeaways. So write, what do you think? It's a little bit slower. The chat is a little bit slower than when you are writing. So if you have written already, thank you so much. If not, I'm waiting for you to write in the chat over here, and I'm waiting for you to subscribe. We have 125 members here of our community. We are creators on a mission. We have a mission to impact the world. On Wednesday, I am talking about the impact strategies. There is a playlist that is called Impact Strategies, and you can go there and watch other videos where I spoke about planning the life, planning your targets, understanding what's your life mission, and to build routines. So today we spoke about how to break down the big goal into routines. And I hope it was helpful. And I need your feedback. I need someone to write. What did you understand? What's your takeaway? What did you learn? Remember that this growth is invisible, and then it's exponential. It's invisible, but it's going to blow up later. This is how people are blowing up. If you want to just grind, for result, I'll just work hard, I'll just do this, I'll do that, and you don't have a daily routine to achieve your goal, you will burn out. We don't need to kill ourselves in the process of achieving goals. We just need to consistently, silently, little by little, working, having a routine to achieve our goals. And then over time, it becomes enormous. This is how people say that you have achieved success overnight. It's a long-term strategy, and the success here is inevitable if you keep showing up. Come on, write something in the chat, write in the chat. Our closest goal for us guys to grow here on this channel is 1,000 subscribers. And I want you to invite friends, invite everyone who wants to impact the world. Impact the world. We give all the necessary information. We equip people here to impact the world. Invite people. Invite to have these strategies. All right, no one is writing. Let me then round up, guys. Overnight success is real. And this is how it happens. It happens just like that. Believe it or not. And when we talk overnight, when we say overnight, this is a huge night. This is a long night. It's a year's night when you are building your skill little by little, little by little. You need to understand your skills, plan how to work on your skills, and achieve your goal. There is a gap that people have between their goal and where they are. You just need to close this gap. This gap is skills. And you don't learn skill overnight. That's the problem. The gap is skill. Skill overnight is not learned, but skills are learned quietly. So, thank you so much for watching. Maybe you couldn't write because you didn't subscribe, because it doesn't allow to write the takeaway if you haven't subscribed. So everyone, thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you, and I see you tomorrow. Bye.